Welcome back. Episode 7, Empty Pockets Pod. Just finished up week 8 in the NFL. Horrible week if you're a Packer fan. Horrible week if you're a Vikings fan. Rough week for me last week in my picks. Chiefs fan as well. That was bad. That was pathetic. Texans fan also very pathetic. Cowboys fan is winning. I think ever since I started talking more shit on the Cowboys, Billy's been on the up, Cowboys been on the up. It's funny how that works. Cowboys are winning, Billy's winning right now. Billy had a great week. Billy had a great quote last week saying this is my week dog, and it was. It was 100% Billy's week. Billy finished the week at 13-3. He's now sitting in third place at 55-35 for overall picks. Cam went 10-6, so did Gage. So Gage still in first place at 57-33. Cam's really close second at 56-34. I went 8-8 last week, and I am riding the bottom hard. They're all within one game. I am 4 games behind Billy. I'm 51-39. After a great start I had, I have just been falling off last 2 weeks. So this is a money line pussy get right week for me. Props did okay last week. A lot of 1-1s. Cam went 1-2. The rest of us went 1-1. So again, I'm falling off a little bit here. It's a 3-way tie with Gage, Billy, and Cam at first with 6-6, and I'm 5-7. I'm just again down. At least bad
Cam's
week
even
for me.
With us now.
Cam's finally even. And then our locks. Locks. Had a great week of walks. Billy's on a hot streak.
In a game of beer pong, I'm what you would call on fire. So that's 3 locks in a row.
That's balls back.
Balls back, baby.
Billy's 2 weeks in a row. Billy has 2 wins, both back-to-back weeks. Him and Cam are tied for the bottom 2-4. Me and Gage tied for the top at 4-2. But Cam was the only one that didn't hit the lock last week, which, according to our rules, that means there's got to be some punishment in place. But Cam did something else last week. Cam picked his team after we agreed, before the podcast, we agreed no more picking our teams. It's only screwed us. I've lost on the Packers for a lock. Gage lost on the Chiefs. Billy lost on the Cowboys. We're all 0-1 for our team locks.
You lost on the Texans before.
Huh?
Double down.
You lost on the Texans. That was the 2nd time. He double dipped.
Yeah. He double dipped and doubled down and was so confident in the Texans, saying that he's doubling down on the punishment. So we went a little brutal. Cam, can you show the punishment for the podcast?
Cam, why don't you walk on up to the camera a little bit? Come on, you take a little strut up here.
It's not the tie, if that's what you're wondering. It's not the tie. The tie is just for... Cam shaved it off, man. He's going with the little patch on the top. The one thing I was disappointed about, though, I was hoping Cam, under his big, beautiful beard, he had no chin. But the guy's got a chiseled chin, so it doesn't even really... I mean, you look good still. I mean, I wouldn't go out in public like that, but you look good. You look presentable.
Thanks, Bear. You look presentable in front of a crowd full of people.
Hey, you going to the game? Going to game in Germany on Sunday?
Did you hear what I said?
No.
I said, yeah, you look presentable in talking in front of a crowd full of people.
Yeah. Screaming, yeah.
Oh.
I mean business this week, boys. I had to dress up. Billy dressed up, has been doing well. I figured I'd put the jacket on, collar on, mean a business. No more fucking around this week. I'm sick of losing. I'm going for that top spot. And I've had a busy week. I've barely looked at the games this week. I went over it just a little bit. I got my lock basically, and I'm kind of winging it for the rest. So, but I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it this week. Look good, feel good, pick good.
Hey, I winged it last week, and I went 10 for 6. So, I mean,
You look average. You look pretty average last week.
played probably the last 3 weeks, and I'm making it a 4th. So
I like it. I like it.
Billy,
you've been doing something a little extra too. Say what you've been doing. You got that little challenge going on that you've been killing it.
Yeah, I've been fucking seeing all over the TikTok of people doing like a ladder challenge. Start off with $10, have like plus money, like even money, little parlays built out, and then one like every day, and then in 10 days, if you technically rolled over every bit of money, starting with that $10, in 10 days you'd have $10,000. But we just Gage jumped on a day late. Garrett jumped on a day later.
On day 2.
I'm on day 1.
Garrett's day 1.
I was on day 3. So we're rocking day 4 tomorrow. So
we're rolling though. We're
Yeah,
rolling a lot.
Billy's rolling. Billy's hot. Billy's been hot ever since you had to wear that crop top and shorts.
Philly and the
yeah.
Yeah.
Billy's been hot. So I'm feeling a hot Cam this week. Cam's gonna get right. I need to get right, at least for the lock. We picked some pretty good easier locks this week. Even maybe some adjusted spreads. Just we need to hit one. I mean, we're on episode 7, haven't hit a lock yet. We've been one off 3 episodes, so it's time for us to hit as a podcast. So
Billy, why don't you go ahead and tell them what we hit yesterday in the ladder challenge? Just tell them the bet, what we bet on yesterday and then today or whatever.
So I started off Monday Night Football. I took what had that been 2 years ago?
Yeah, it was Jared Goff, 22 completions, Jamar Gibbs 63 rushing yards, and Laporta 40 receiving yards. That was the start.
And then that
on
same
Monday.
day is the first day I started doing the ladder challenge, and I took the I was betting baseball, and I took something really easy plus money. It was just for.
It was Jake, or what? I don't know the pitcher. Heaney was the last name, right?
Yesterday, I don't remember what I did day 1 for the ladder challenge, but yesterday we did Heaney for the fucking goddamn I'm blanking like a motherfucker. Heaney, not the Diamondbacks, but the fucking
the Rangers.
Yeah, the Rangers pitcher yesterday. So I thought, what's crazy? So we bet no run first inning. So I did my little bit of research, and all of the first 4 fucking games or whatever, there have been no run the first inning during the World Series. So I was like, we usually would like be safer and just take a draw. But I was like, it had hit every game. So we're like, fuck it, throw that in. And then we threw what I thought I was taking was the Diamondbacks pitcher to give up 3 hits. And I didn't fucking see it. And I picked the Rangers. I was like, oh, well, fuck. I mean, like, starting pitcher should give up 3 hits. I mean, it just happened.
Yeah.
Well, this turned into low-key me sweating because of so the game starts and the Rangers come out hot. When I tell you hot, so the first inning, no run first inning, so we're fine. But then like the second inning, the Rangers put up 3, and then like going into the third, the Rangers were up 10-0. But to put this in retrospect, the Rangers pitcher gave up 1 hit during the first inning, and then during the second inning, when the Rangers got a single, Diamondbacks went ahead and pulled their starter after having like a hit given up or 2 hits.
So thank God you messed up.
Well, yes. So thank God I think the lead helped. I mean, I think we had
the bet was just 3 hits allowed or something.
Yeah, and luckily they left. He had 2, and then going into the third, he had given up 2, 1 each inning. He got 2 quick outs, but the third, that last guy ripped a double off of him, so it worked out. So
perfect.
And then today we rocked Mikal Bridges' assists, which hit the past few games. We thought we were sweating. He needed over 2.5, and he needed 3. He needed 3 assists, and he had 1 going into halftime, and then he popped off 4 really fast in the third. And then we needed him to hit 2 threes, and he did that pretty early as well.
Ladder challenge rolling, and tomorrow we got Thursday Night Football. So challenge.
You start a good Thursday night bet and you hit, you go into the weekend just feeling untouchable. You feel untouchable.
Well, that's how I feel about this week. I feel like Monday was our day this week. So we kind of started it Monday. We all hit a little bit on the Lions game, so I think we're all having a good start to the week. I think it's going to be a good week, boys.
Yeah, not including the ladder challenge. We smacked a parlay for Monday Night Football. Yeah. So.
Yep.
Well, speaking, we almost all won money. Jared Goff, I bet a fantasy point bet on one of my legs. Jared Goff was like, I needed like 0.5 points. They had 3 possessions. He threw an interception. Then they ran the ball and missed a wide open, or Laporta dropped a free ball that should have been a touchdown. Would have got me the points. And then their next possession, they go for it on 4th down, and I was praying. I said, I just need a completion, a couple yards. They get a completion to the tight end, couple yards. I'm 0.2 points off. And that was also to win my fantasy as well for the week. So I lost my bet, lost my fantasy.
Had a prize picks that was due. Had a
was
fantasy
horrible.
game that was literally both of them within.
It was
0.2.
It was like a 6-legger too on the. I mean, I hit everything else for that Thursday night, and I missed by just. Last time I'm probably gonna bet fantasy points. I was pretty hot on them, but it's too risky in my opinion. So fuck Jared Goff. That's what I was getting to. Bye week. Denver's on a bye. Detroit's on a bye. Jacksonville's on a bye. And San Fran's on a bye. So a lot of good teams on a bye. Jacksonville, they're leading the league in I think they've won 5 straight. Or 6 straight, is it? 5 straight? They have the lead of most consecutive games won right now, which is they had a rough start to the beginning of the year, and they have finally been coming back into form. ETN is an animal, an absolute animal. He's almost a one-man army when Trevor Lawrence is kind of having an off or not finding his targets. Detroit and San Fran. San Fran got another huge pick from the Commanders, which I have a little stat here for you. Which is crazy. The 49ers acquired Chase Young and Trent Williams for the Commander in trades. The Commanders have gotten back 2 third-round picks for those guys. And Kyle Shanahan used to be, I love the end of this. It says Kyle Shanahan used to be the Washington's offensive coordinator. Now he's the owner.
Yeah.
Commanders are going for a tank. They have to be. They're selling everybody. Their owner just sold James Harden the night before. Oh, breaking news, boys. We're not a baseball podcast, but the Rangers just won the World Series.
Oh.
Congratulations to the Rangers.
Diamondbacks pitcher threw a no-no through 6 innings.
And they still lost?
Yeah, it was 0-0 going in the 6th inning, but the Diamondbacks pitcher was throwing a no-hit.
Today?
Yeah, this game.
Oh, and they won 5-0?
Yeah,
Holy.
they popped off 2 or 3 in the 7th, and then they just kind of lost control. But yeah,
Man.
I don't know if that's ever been done before, like a no-hitter.
I think that's a World Series nobody expected, though.
No,
I'm not much of
well,
a baseball guy, but that was a
Well,
World Series.
a little
that nobody
stat,
really-
too, with the World Series. So I'm a Brewers fan. I don't watch baseball a lot, but live in Wisconsin, have to be a Brewers fan. Every team that the Brewers have been knocked out of the playoffs in the past 10 years or something have made it to the World Series. So coming into this year with the Diamondbacks, they were not expected to make it, but because of that stat, I was going to put a little future bet on the Diamondbacks to make it to the World Series, but I didn't.
You should have.
Either way,
It just tells you when you think you should do something in the
gotta do
betting
it.
world.
you just got to do it.
Listen to your
Do it.
plum.
Yeah, I'm an idiot. I'm just losing a lot. I started hot at the beginning of the year, and I've just been on a little loss streak, so it's a get-right week for me.
Yeah, it's time to jump on my train.
First game, Thursday Night Football. Tennessee Titans in Pittsburgh. Steelers favored 2.5. What are we thinking, boys? Steelers, Steelers to me have looked good. Their defense has looked good. Mike Tomlin will always get them over positive every single year, keep his job at the end of the year, maybe make it to the playoffs. But can we talk about Will Levis from last week? Dude is balling. I think
was
we all
dogging
need-
on him. I dogged
We
on
need
him.
to all start putting mayonnaise in our coffee. Dude was balling. Talk about a little comeback after he lost his hot girl that he had at draft night to, who was it, Morgan Wallen or somebody?
I don't know. That's funny.
Yeah, you
though.
didn't hear that? like signed a brand deal with like Burger King or something, and she left him for Morgan Wallen just for being so popular on draft night.
Yeah.
I like the Titans though. It's tractor Cedo season. It's getting cold out. That means Derrick Henry's running the ball hard. He's hard to tackle. And the Steelers, to me, don't have an offensive identity. They've been playing feisty offense when they do, and their defense is good enough to hold them in games. But I'm not fully in on the Steelers, maybe as I should. So I'm riding the Titans. I'm riding the Titans in Pittsburgh. I'm riding the spread 2.5. If Will Levis can do again, it might be recency biased after watching Will Levis last week and DeAndre Hopkins, but I don't see an offense identity for the Steelers. So I'm going with the Titans.
I think this game's kind of a toss-up. I do think Will Levis played very well. I think he's like most guys that should. I just feel like Willis and Tannehill weren't doing it enough. But throw that motherfucking ball up to D-Hop, dude.
Dude.
It is what, and I feel like Levis did that. So that might be a little bit of a key to success. But also the Steelers, man, they're so hit or miss. They're either so good one week and then so good the next, or so bad the next. I'm sorry, bad good. You don't know which team you're getting, but they lost last week, so I'm going to say that you're going to get the good team this week. I'm rolling Steelers. I'm going to take the spread as well. We'll see how Levis does against the pass rush. That's what I'm kind of leaning on. I think Pittsburgh's probably going to get after him. Something that his second game coming in, something he hasn't seen. Obviously, they're going to have to get to him. If he has time, he's going to make plays like he did last week and throw it up to D-Hop. So this could go the Titans' way. But I'm going to take the Steelers pass rush. We're going Steelers, and I'm going to take the spread too.
I like it. I like mine more, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm going to roll Titans as well. But I'm
I love it, Billy.
I'm going to take them straight up.
Billy,
So,
you're hot. You're hot. I'm trying to get hot. Let's ride this
now.
week.
You're on the right track there. I don't know. I'm not even gonna mess with the spread. I do think I think the Titans just win this straight out. I don't know. They've been playing really good ball. That's the thing though. You talk about Will Levis get a really good game. Threw 3 up to D-Hop. D-Hop finally getting work in. But then you always got to remember they still have Derrick Henry. So Derrick Henry's still in for 100
And it's
yards.
getting cold, baby. It's cold in Pittsburgh this time of the year, man.
Yeah,
It's in Tennessee.
Yeah, he's gonna carry.
It's in Pittsburgh, bud.
It says at Tennessee, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I have at Tennessee, but I don't know.
Maybe that's a type error on my sheet here.
No, it's Titans at Steelers.
Shit's whack.
Come on, boys.
Anyway, it don't matter. That's the thing though. Derrick Henry just carried that ball 22 times this last week. I mean, shit. He finna
That's what
carry
I'm
it
saying.
20 times. So, yeah, Titans.
That's funny you mentioned that because that's one of my props is Derrick Henry over in carries.
Yeah, dude, he's a stud.
Yeah, I'll take his under on his carries for sure. I'm riding the Steelers. Steelers spread. Y'all are fucking crazy.
Let's go, Cam. That's why we're sitting at the top with picks, bro.
Yeah, bro.
1-2. Tell them.
13-3.
Yeah, you better go 3-13, motherfucker.
Can't take you serious, Cam, with that mustache. So
Bro,
we'll move on.
I'll call my on you.
We'll move on to the Germany game.
Yeah.
Germany game. Dolphins Chiefs. Game of the week, hands down. Sucks that it's.
Not hands down, but yeah, definitely one of them.
How is that
Let's
not?
watch the Cowgirls. Let's watch the Cowgirls.
Who are the Cowboys?
Eagles.
Okay, Cowboys. Okay, you're
And
right.
It's going to be a good game. But
Okay, one of the games of the week, for sure, hands down. Top
Two of the funnest-
two.
Two of the funnest offenses, though, as far as Miami KC goes. So.
Yeah, it's going to be electric. It's the thing about the Germany game, just like how we saw in London, the teams that got there earlier seem to do better,
Yeah.
right? The Miami, according to my sources, Miami was there a couple days earlier than the Chiefs. It's a Tyreek Hill revenge game. Tyreek Hill, he was talking this week on a podcast or an interview or something, saying how he initially never really wanted to be traded off of the Chiefs.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
The Chiefs offered him a crazy amount, like $60 million a year or something like that.
It was like 48, I think. It was like in the 40s.
Wasn't it high? Oh,
It was 20 something. I don't know the exact, but it was in the 20s per year. 20 million.
Okay, so that was
year.
total.
He
That was total.
He ended up getting 30.
Right. Okay.
From
Yeah,
the
I was looking at totals, but his agent was from what I read, his agent was kind of leverage him a little bit on where he was gonna go, and he ended up going to the Dolphins then because I mean the Jets or somebody even offered him more.
Yeah, it was Jets or Dolphins, and the Jets offered him more money,
which is crazy. But either way, Tyreek revenge game. I'm probably off to a bad controversial start, but I like Miami in this game. They're electric. I keep going. I mean, I just watched the Chiefs lose to the Broncos. Patrick Mahomes, he's got a flu, man. I know I'm not an athlete of any sort, but when I get a flu, I'm sick for I'm not full energy for a couple weeks. You know, I'm dragging ass for a couple weeks, still got a little cough, still got that shit draining in my chest. Patty's gonna feel it, dude. And if Taylor Swift isn't there, is Kelsey getting that involved? These are questions that you gotta ask. I'm riding Dolphins money line. I kind of just want to do it because I'm pissed off at the world and I hate my team, so I want to see Gage's team burn too, but I'm going Dolphins money line, man.
It's going to be a great game, I think, especially being out there in Germany, first game out there. Everybody's got to wake up bright and early, a little breakfast tailgate during the game. Going to be a great game, though. I do think we're going to bounce back. Last week was one of those. I mean, we lost to Indy last year, so early in the season. So I don't know. Last week I feel like was just one of those weeks. We did look like shit. I think in a lot of areas, and we could fix a lot of areas. Got to give Pacheco the damn ball, number one. That's for starters.
100%.
And then two, I think Kelsey's got to, we've got to have other guys that take some slack off of Kelsey, and then he'll be able to get more involved. I think we've seen it done in prior weeks. It's just got to kind of all click. The receiving game's definitely got to improve. And the defense was weird without Bolton. We couldn't stop Javonte Williams, it seemed like. So, but we are going to take the dub this week. I'm not going against my team, boys. I'm going to take the money line because it might be a barn burner. I mean, it might come down to the very end. So we'll see what happens. Tyreek Hill revenge game, like you said, going to be fun. But the Chiefs, it's very rarely do you see them drop two in a row. So, and you say the flu, whatever, but man, nobody prepares like that guy. I don't know if you watch the Netflix series, but nobody prepares like Patty. He's going to be ready. As long as we bring our hands to Germany, we're going to go.
That's been an issue, man. You guys are missing a solid wide receiver one. That's hurting you guys. If Kelsey's not having a game or not getting open like he usually does, then it looks lost.
We've got a bunch of mid-2s, mid-3 guys. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like just number 2s, number 3s. We don't have any number 1, which I don't think we need. We got Kelsey, so you don't necessarily need that A.J. Brown or something. Give me Devontae Smith.
See, that's how I felt with Aaron Rodgers last year in the Packers. We had a bunch of young, good talent, but young rookies. Yeah. Dobbs, Watson, Sammy Watkins. Sammy Watkins last year said he was on the couch eating potato chips when he got a call from the Packers. I was like, why the fuck do we want this guy? But either way, who are you guys going with?
We got Goonies.
I'm going with Dolphins.
Fuck, Billy, we're hot.
We are. It's hard. I want to say the Chiefs win. I like the Chiefs a lot. They really, I'm not gonna lie. I'll say it. They fucked me last week. And they continuously do so. And the Dolphins, I mean, They don't have. I don't know. Offensively, I mean, shit. Other than what was that, the Eagles game? I mean,
They're hot. They're electric.
they hot.
They're hot like us, baby.
Yeah. So I'll take them straight up Dolphins money line. So
Hey, Cam, you know what to do.
Bro, this is our get back week, bro. We're gonna fucking shoot to first. Chiefs money line, obviously. Oh my god.
Gage. How confident though do you feel riding the guy with the little top patch going on?
Well, to be honest,
Pause.
It is a little early. You know, it's not quite March, but you know, looks good, bud.
No mustache march yet. We will do that.
But that's a little bit more than a stash, boys. That's a little bit more than a stash.
It's a little less than a stash, I would say.
I guess that would be the right terms. It's a little bit.
It's a little narrow. It's a little narrow.
Anyway, back to what your boy Adolf was saying. Yeah, so Chiefs money line. I do think it's going to be a close game, and boys, the over under what I'm seeing is 50.5 points.
Under, baby, under.
Anything that I say throughout this whole entire podcast, smack the fucking under.
Well,
it's going to be close, tight.
Cam, I was gonna bring this up. I completely forgot. The Lunder was 3-0. The Junder.
We're going to the Junder, boys. We're getting the Junder.
The Junder, baby. This is the first week I'm excited to ride it under.
Thank you.
I want to go 4-0 with the overseas games so we cancel this bullshit so I don't have to wake up super early to go to church on Sunday to make it back home to watch the first game.
Yeah, I'm telling you, boys, that fucking under is smacking. Shit, I'd take it at...
All right, easy.
Easy.
I mean, we're looking at some of the most electric offenses in the NFL is 50.5. It's going to be hard to smack that under. But
Dolphins are losing, for sure. I'm not going to get my
Rams,
lock,
Packers.
I'm sure they can still hear us.
Noon game. Sunday. So I
think we can all agree it just depends on Matt Stafford.
I wanted to come in here and rant a little bit. Just a little bit, not like my usual. You have to understand, this is hard for me. I'm used to a Packers team that's had a Hall of Fame quarterback for the last 40 years. This is new territory for me. I thought we got rid of Rasul Douglas at the trade deadline, which kills me. He's been our best cornerback this year with Jair being hurt. He's a great defensive leader. He's full-on football Packer guy. We give him over to the Bills for a third round. And after looking at that, I thought we were in full tank. I told Gage, I said, we're tanking. Let's go get Marvin Harrison Jr. Marvin Harrison. But then Goot, our GM, comes out and says Jordan Love, these next 10 games are really important. Kind of basically saying like, hey. So
maybe a little Drew Mays. Maybe Drew Mays.
This is Lambeau. Lambeau's going to be electric. We need to get right. Rams are without Stafford. Hasn't practiced all week. I told Gage before the podcast, I said, do not let me bet the Packers. I told him, do not let me bet the Packers. But I'm riding Packers money line. If they fuck me one more time this week, I'm done. For my birthday, today's my birthday, by the way. For my birthday, my wife.
What the fuck? This is like
Hold on. My wife usually gets me Packer gear. I usually always ask something Packers. Diehard Packer fan. Obviously, she's gonna give me something easy for my birthday. She got me a white Dame Lillard jersey this year, which is, I mean, it's sick, but you could tell I'm kind of leaning off the Packers a little bit this year. It was hard. It was a hard decision. She asked what I want. I told her that.
That's clutch. I want a Dame jersey.
It's gonna be sick. It's ordered. I don't got it yet, but yeah, birthday boys. 27, getting old, almost 30.
Dude, old as fuck. He's-
I'm old as fuck, man. It hurts. It really hurts. Birthdays aren't what they used to be, man.
They definitely aren't. They definitely aren't. That's for
They
sure.
aren't what they used to be. I ended up spending more money on other people today than I got for anything, which is fine, but
Now, so we're talking about birthdays though. Our birthday's in March, but hold up, it's my golden birthday, and it's on a Saturday.
damn.
Will we trip up to the concert? Sheesh.
I mean,
Trip up to the
it's
sconce.
real quick. I mean, I talked to you guys on Snapchat all day. Figured you'd see the little birthday present by my name.
No clue.
Oh shit. Yeah, but you only talk to us in the group chat.
Yeah, but look at mine send a chat in the group chat. Look at this real quick.
Yeah, no, it doesn't show it in the group chat.
What's your
Look at it. I got little birthday presents on everybody. Look at Team Snapchat even he sent me one. Either way, we're getting off topic. The Packers, it's hard this year. I love my team. I'm a diehard fan. We'll never leave the Packers completely, but I need a dub this week. I need a dub in Lambeau this week. It needs to happen. I need to feel something. I can't. I can't. Gage, who do you got?
I'll keep this short. Packers stink. Rams.
Damn.
I really thought the Rams might, give the Cowboys some comp, and they didn't. So the Rams kind of stink. They
Yeah.
don't have. We'll find out if they have Stafford or not. So that's my pick, depending on whether Stafford plays or not. Money line, either way. If Stafford plays, I'm going the Rams. If Stafford doesn't play, I'm going the Pack.
Packers have a good history of beating Stafford.
I was trying to show you, Garrett, on Snapchat.
I seen it.
Okay.
No present. No present.
Uh,
It's all right, boys. I didn't expect anything. I'll leave my cash.
Snapchat doing you dirty. Whenever you come to our live event, we'll take care of you.
I'll leave my cash tag in the Snapchat group. So
Here's what I'll do for you. I'll send you one hell of a lock 8-legger, all right? And you can write it down.
Happy birthday.
thank you, Cam. Thank you.
All
like,
unders.
didn't even hear it. Yeah,
they are. No, see, the fucking UFC fights, I smacked the over on all the rounds and that one hit. So, the only time I'm going over, though.
That was good.
Oh.
That was good.
That's it.
Time out in the pod. We talk UFC every once in a while, right? A little bit of boxing.
Oh, bro. I didn't mention it.
Fucking Fury, bro.
Fuck that, dude. Ngannou
Bro.
beat his ass.
Easily
Ngannou
lost
beat
that
his
fight.
ass.
Yeah.
Okay, can I have one quick argument for that.
And we threw it. We threw money on it last minute. We're like, hey, you know what? Let's just ride it. Plus 900. Who cares? Dude, Ngannou beat his ass. Talk
So-
about being hyped the whole fight.
So I don't think there'd be as much controversy if one of the scorecards wasn't like it was something crazy like 33-29 or something.
Yeah.
But because Fury did land more hits, landed more jabs, more power hits. He got
No.
knocked out. He lost 2 significant rounds. But I mean, he was in the fight the whole time.
Dude, he got knocked
Dude.
down.
Knocked down 3 times. 3 times.
Twice. He tripped once.
Yeah.
Regardless, he got beat. He got outclassed. He got outpowered. He got beat in the
You
Fury's
can't
own
say that though.
boxing.
He landed more hits. He threw more punches, landed more punches. He had a bigger percentage of landed punches. So you do have to look. If you were someone just looking at the fight and looking at the two guys after the fight and watching the fight without really adding all that in, I'd say Ngannou 100%. But if you go in and look at all like the statistics of how many punches were hit, what landed, how many, you gotta. I mean, they take that into
Shit.
consideration.
I'm gonna rewatch it and fucking count them, bro.
Count it, baby.
Fucking count them myself.
Count it, baby.
I'm salty, dude. I'm real salty.
I
about
would be.
it.
I feel for you guys because that should have hit. That should have
Yeah.
hit. I told you guys. I said Gage sent me that he was taking that bet, and I'm like, dude, there's no chance this guy comes in and beats him.
Honestly, they talked me into it. I didn't believe in it either, but then all of a sudden I just had this like gut feel, and at the same time I was like, you know what? Fuck it. It's plus fucking 900 on.
And he's the hardest hitter in the world. He's
Yeah.
the hardest punch in the world. So
And he showed that. He hit him one time and fucking the dude. I mean, it was
Okay.
that was that that was early, like 4th round.
third, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, it was
I had
early.
that.
He knocked him on his
Right.
ass.
Yeah, what is it?
So Fury, he did land more punches. He landed 71 of 223, right? And then Ngannou landed 59 of 231. Okay? But Ngannou had 5 more power punches than Fury. And he delivered, he knocked him out.
Knockdown.
Like,
You can't I mean, yeah. Landed
Well,
I'm devil's advocate. I agree with you guys. I do agree with you guys, but I'm just trying to play a little
You're
devil's
playing the
advocate
other
here.
side a little bit.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
see.
keep
I hear
studying,
you. I
there you
hear
go,
you.
but-
I do agree with you. And for a fight like that with someone plus 900 like that, when it's those heavyweights, one punch can decide it all. It really can. So getting some value like that is pretty insane, and it should have hit. I mean, it really should have.
Rematch for the belt, and Ngannou's beating his ass. Rematch for
Well,
the
you
belt.
have to think about it too. He's got a belt fight. Is it next month for the undisputed heavyweight title?
Does
and if-
Fury does?
Yeah, Fury does. Next month or the month after. I think it's in December.
Oh, he does
For the
in
title.
December.
For the title. So, controversy. I mean, if he would have got knocked out there and lost the fight, who knows if that fight would have went on? Because that title fight was depending on everything goes well in this fight. So,
Yeah, they had to sell that next fight. They didn't want to miss out on all that they
Could
already
be.
spent on it.
next
Probably.
fight, bro, I'm fucking smacking his opponent. Who's he fighting?
No,
I
fuck
forget
that.
his-
The
I forget his
Fury's
name.
own
He's-
boxing. I'll throw fucking everything on fucking Fury. They own boxing, dude. He's gonna win no matter what.
That shit was
Fucking-
rigged as
Nah.
fuck.
No, I'm still
Rigged.
taking fucking.
I'll ride with you, Cam. I forget his name. He's the heavyweight title holder right now. Who do you guys got, Goonies?
Where we going?
Packers or
what we got,
Rams?
boys?
Oh, we got so off track. I'm going Rams.
Yeah, me too.
All right, that was easy. Fuck you guys.
Trying to
The
get that
UFC. You got everybody. We got everybody bummed out because fucking Ngannou. My bad, boys.
No, no.
Nah, that's fine. Bro, my face is fucking burning. I haven't shaved in years. Oh,
That's hilarious.
fucking like reapplying lotion to my face.
That's
Um,
probably why it's burning. You got the right kind of lotion, my boy.
Yeah.
He's using like hand lotion. Commanders Pats. Patriots favored minus 3.5. This game's tough for me to bet on too. I would stay away from this game. Bill Belichick, he owns the Commanders. The Commanders are on a fire sale right now. They look like they're tanking. How one week is their guy throwing for 4 tutties. Then the next week I don't know, man. I don't like this game. I think I have to ride with the Pats spread minus 3.5. But it could be competitive. It depends who shows up for the Commanders. They just got rid of their whole D-line. So I got to ride with the Pats this week.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of rolling the same way. I think that was honestly I feel like the best part of the Washington team. So
Right.
the fact that they kind of split. I mean, they still have Payne, right? Deron Payne and a couple other guys that are pretty.
But I mean, they got rid
solid.
of Sweat and Chase
Sweat
Young. I mean,
Sweat and Young is just I'm gonna go Patriots for that reason. They have been a little bit more feisty than they were at the beginning of the year, so I feel like they'll come out. I believe it's I make sure my shit's right here. Yeah, it's in New England, so that is always a plus whenever you're playing the Patriots. If it's in New England, it's always a little bit tougher. So I'm gonna go Patriots.
I do feel bad. The Patriots, is it Kendrick Bourne, their wide receiver? He did tear an ACL, which does suck. He was doing pretty well the last couple of weeks.
Douglas,
He's kind of
fantasy.
Douglas for sure.
Pop Douglas. Patriots money line. Commanders just got me. Sam Howell did play really well against the Eagles last week. Kind of gave.
They
it all
always
he
play
got.
the Eagles close. They always play the Eagles close, though.
They always do. Gave it all he got, and I mean AJ Brown is the reason. I mean, you can't guard that motherfucker. So
He's breaking records. He's insane.
yeah. So good game from Sam Howell last week. I probably have a good game again. Probably gonna be a really close game here, but I'm gonna go Pats.
Close game, it shall be. I'm rocking Commanders plus 3.5.
I like it.
Taking the spread there.
Yeah, I'll just take the spread. I think honestly they could win it.
Yeah, I like Commanders to cover the spread. Just in case they lose, I do think it could be by a field goal. But
I think it's going to be one of those games, too. It's going to be scrappy, probably low points. I do, so.
Smack the under.
smack the fucking under.
Under.
Bucks Cam. Bucks at Houston.
Yeah, we're not losing at home, bro.
I don't know, dude. This is another game. The Bucks have a lot of these teams are either finding an identity or don't have that identity yet. I feel like the Bucks are so hit or miss when it comes to it. They played the Bills close the other week, but if you watch that game, it wasn't that close. I mean, it was more of Bills' mistakes than it was really the Bucks keeping up. So this is a tough one for me. I've been riding Houston the last couple weeks. I've been getting burned on them, which kind of sucks. That's why I'm going with the Bucks cover. I'm going with the Bucks plus 3. Even in Houston, rookie quarterback, they have a good defense. So going with the Bucks.
Gary, I'm riding you, but I'm going money line, and I actually really like this week. I'm going Bucks. I love the Texans. I've talked about it all year, but they have been kind of letting me down. That loss to the Panthers was just. I mean,
We're due a win. We should have seen it coming.
They were due a win, so we should have seen it coming. Billy saw it coming. But yeah, I'm going Bucks here. I think that the Bucks have lost 2 in a row, and I think they're due for a win. Their defense has actually played really well, and then I think the matchup wise with Mike Evans and Godwin, I think the matchup there is a little tough for the Texans. And yeah, the Texans like you were kind of talking identity. The Texans kind of were showing me an identity at the beginning of the year, and I really liked it. And now all of a sudden they've kind of just fell off. I do still like the team. Do still like Stroud. I like the young core, but I'm gonna go Bucks here and Baker. I think they're due a win, and I think they're gonna that division's gonna be a race right there, the NFC South. So I'm gonna go Bucks.
I'm not gonna lie. So originally, I went through this pretty fast. I didn't have the Texans picks. Switching my picks.
That we did a good enough job, Gage.
Yeah, we talked him into it. We convinced him.
Yeah, I was on the fence on this really bad because I did fade the Texans last week, but it worked. So I think I'm gonna fade them again, honestly. But we were high on them. They were playing really good, starting coming out, and then they fucking slowed back.
And
down.
the Bucks have played some tough teams too.
Yeah.
though.
They have.
They've played some tough games.
They got a hard schedule, that's for sure. But they need I don't know. They need a win. They need a win. So
That's crazy. I love it though. Yeah, I'm taking the Texans, obviously. I think there's only a few select games that I would ride against the Texans, only because I'm like super biased.
so money line
Fuck no. Take the spread.
-3.
Oh fuck!
Oh yeah.
I love it, Cam. Double down again, Cam.
No.
Triple down.
No, but yeah, they're not losing at home. They're not. Bucks better take their 3rd L in a row. And yeah, they're just gonna fucking stomp on them. I don't think it's gonna be close, honestly.
Next game, Cardinals in Cleveland. Cardinals just got rid of Dobbs. Kyler Murray is practicing, but he's not back yet. Who's playing? I can't remember. Do you guys remember the quarterback that's starting this week for the Cardinals?
Their rookie, I think.
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
Tune. Is it Tune? Clayton
With
Tune?
that being said, I mean, I'm riding the Browns. I think Myles Garrett is going to eat him alive. I'm even going – I got a -8 spread. I'm riding the spread. What scares me about this is I think every single time this year I've taken a spread above 6, I've got burned so hard. I think the team even lost maybe. I mean, these high spreads are killing. They're
Clayton
killing
too.
me this year.
Chiefs last week.
Yeah, they're killing me this year. But I do like the Browns. They have a monster defense. They're also one of those teams with their offense. It's again with the identity. It's here and there so much. And with Kareem Hunt now starting to get into the rhythm a little bit, they're looking a little bit better. They're using Amari Cooper as they should, which is good. It's good to see him finally starting to ball on the team that I was really high on last year. So I'm riding with the Browns.
Money line or spread?
Spread, baby.
Yeah, I had money line.
Look at me. I mean business this week, bud.
I had money line down here to be safe, but I'm going to take the spread too. And I actually like the value. I think the defense is going to really kind of turn up on this Arizona team. And it sucks when you take a quarterback out of the equation like that because Arizona wasn't. I mean, they have a horrible record, right? But they were kind of feisty in some games with Josh Dobbs. He had some games we saw him play very well in. And I think removing him from the offense like that just so quick and then going straight to tune is going to be tough, especially against Myles Garrett. The guy's just a freak of nature, man. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna go Browns, and I think they're gonna cover. What you got, Goonies?
I'm rocking Browns as well, but I'm gonna go a little different. I'm gonna take the money line. Like I said, the Cardinals. There's no telling rookie quarterback. 8's probably really safe, but I just want to be a little bit more on the safe side and just take money line. I don't see the Browns losing this at all, but
See, my pick on this game was Cardinals to cover. But, I mean, you guys seem so fucking sure that 8 is, like, gonna happen.
I mean, I just said I got burnt the last couple times, so.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go Browns money line. I do think Cardinals are gonna cover, but I don't know. I've seen what they did. There's been a few games this year where they've held it real close. I think they're just gonna keep it closer than what you guys think it'll be, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean it's a big spread, just like this next game.
it's just
Bears in New Orleans. I mean, again, another high spread, 8.5. Although this game, we're talking identities here. I've been using identity a lot this week. Kamara is fully back, dude, and it's kind of fun to watch. He's running back 1 in fantasy PPR last week. For the last couple weeks, I believe.
Have you seen him and CMC's stats side by side?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's
cool.
real crazy. The amount of games they're almost identical.
Yeah,
it's
cool.
pretty insane. But they're finally using him like he should. And you look at that Saints team and you see their weapons, with Chris Olave, Raheem Shaheed, or Raheed, however the hell you say his name, Michael Thomas, slant boy. I mean, Kamara, they got a good defense. This team is finally starting to come into form, it feels. I feel like their offense has been what's been holding them back a little bit. So I'm loving this. I love the Saints. The Bears, I don't know if Fields is back yet or not, or if they're still riding with Bagent, but I'm again taking another big spread. I'm going with the Saints minus 8.5.
Yeah, it's gone to 8.5. I'm rolling Saints 8.5 as well because I think money line's a bailout. I have money line.
I know. I can't. I can't get myself to do it.
I can't get myself to do it either. I feel like it's a bailout. So I'm going Saints and I'm going spread. I think regardless if it's Fields or Bagent, I'm kind of like you, Garrett. I'm riding the Saints. I feel like they're kind of finding their deal.
They're getting their form, yeah.
They do have a team if they could put it together and make a race. Like I said, that NFC South is going to be tight.
Yep.
So it's a run for the South, man. It's a race for the South.
I think the Saints are my favorite right now for that.
Yeah. I'm gonna take the spread and let's ride.
Gage, this is what happens. Us two football diehard fans got big ass balls. And then we look
Yeah.
at these two with the vaginas that are probably going money line on the Saints for both of them. So
Probably gonna ride that money.
I was just about to say, bail me the fuck out. I'm taking money line. Oh, yeah, bro. Yeah, bail me out, bro.
I
I'm
was gonna
taking money
say
line.
that. I feel like a cop out, but 8.5. I was gonna take -6, but 8.5 so heavy.
at least adjust the line. Don't. I mean, with these games, like adjust the line a little bit. Don't take. I mean, so you could what? You could throw it on like a.
Fuck
Huh?
that. Fuck the money line. Fuck spreads. Give me the under on the points. That's
Okay, I
There
take
you go.
that. I like
Okay.
that.
my line.
I'll give you that, Cam.
I'll give you that. Yeah. The over under is at 41.5.
Yeah, I'm
Let's
showing
go.
41 and a half.
I literally said I put less than 41. I put Saints -6.5, so we're clarifying.
Okay.
That's fine.
Seattle Ravens. Seattle's feisty, dude. Geno looks good. I mean, I love their team. I really do. They've been looking good all year. They had a kind of a scrappy game last week against the Browns that they pulled out, ended up winning. It looked like they had full control in the beginning of the game. I thought it was going to be a Seattle blowout, but their offense just started taking a shit in the second and third quarter. But I think they play the Ravens really tight. The Ravens, I've been so high on the Ravens and Lamar. Didn't they play a pretty close one last week? Yeah, they beat the Cardinals just by a touchdown. That's why I think the Seahawks cover the spread. I think the Seahawks are a much better team than the Cardinals, and I think that this game's gonna be a lot closer than that 6-point spread that's showing. So I'm going with the Seahawks to cover +6.
Yeah, I'm rolling the same, Garrett. We're kind of on the same
Dude,
same.
let's have a week,
wavelength
Gage.
today. Let's have a week, son. I'm rolling the same thing. I'm gonna take the +6. I'm gonna give the points. I think it's gonna be a tight one. Both teams, 5-2, right? Am I right?
Yeah, I believe so. 6-2 and 5-2.
6-2 and 5, 6-2 and 5-2. Both teams good records. Both got good things going on both sides of the ball. I just think I think the Seahawks might win. The Ravens always throw a
I know.
dunk out there every once in a while.
Yeah.
So I really think the Seahawks might pull this one out.
I agree with you, Gage.
I was slightly leaning towards the old money line. I like the plus money here, but I'm going to take the spread because I do think it's going to be a close game. Leonard Williams trade, I don't know if that's going to make a huge impact right away, but that bolsters the defense for sure. They did lose in Wasu. Seemed like he was all over the field, but I don't know. The Seahawks team is just a good, well-built team. So, and it's, I believe, is it in Seattle or Baltimore? It's in Baltimore.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're rolling Seattle +6, boys.
Yeah, I love both the guys' picks, really. For me to hit my 3 in a row, Ravens money line, my lock of the week.
Love it.
The old little cock lock.
That's the littlest cock lock. There are
Littlest
no
cock
balls
lock.
in that lock.
Nah, the prepubescent.
Damn.
Oh yeah.
No reason to why this was your lock, Billy. You just enough said. Lock.
There's not much to it, honestly. To be honest, you're not gonna like my main reason. I'm starting to think the Ravens might be my favorite to win the AFC right now.
What was I saying a week or two ago, Billy?
And
This
it's
is my
a
week.
bold statement. We're almost halfway through the year, getting there. I can see it a little bit. So
I'm with you. I love the Ravens. I think they're
Yeah.
getting hot right when they need to.
yeah, absolutely. Actually, one of my prop picks is for this game later on, so we'll touch on that a little bit. But yeah, I don't know. Seahawks are a good team though too, absolutely. So I'm not going to put it past them. I do think it's close. That's why I didn't want to take a spread here. But the Ravens have been kind of on a different level. We also thought who was it? They were going to play fucking shit. Was it the Lions really close or someone? I forgot who the fuck it was.
Smoked them, yeah. The Lions, yeah, they smoked them. Shut up.
It wasn't close, so I don't know. Ravens are kind of hitting a stride at the good part of the year, but they're gonna keep going. So I don't know, Ravens.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go Ravens money line. Well, is the spread down to 6 now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't like that. I think the Seahawks will hold it close. So
Why don't you take the Seahawks to cover?
they also might get their ass whooped. I need to get
Fair-
them a week.
Fair point. I like that.
What's
Fair
next? What
point.
we got next, Gabriel?
Vikings in Atlanta. Atlanta had a rough week last week, but sat Ritter, brought out Heineke, which I think that if they would have done that sooner, they'd be a lot more. Their record would be a lot better than what it is. What are they? They're 4-4. I bet you they pop out at least another 1 or 2 wins out of there if they had Heineke going. Again, like I've been saying, I really, really like this Falcons team. They play good defense. They have all the weapons you can need with Drake London, Bijan, Kyle Pitts. I'm hoping Kyle Pitts as well gets a little bit more involved in the offense now that he has someone that maybe will start throwing to him. So my lock of the week, it actually went down to 4.5. I'm going with the Falcons, man. Spread. Lock of the week. Taking the spread. This is my big cock lock of the week.
Let's go.
You riding with me, baby?
I'm riding with you, son. But I'm not going the spread. I'm going to go money line. Be safe on this one. But I am going Falcons. I think the Vikings are in shambles without Kirk Cousins or JJ.
I didn't even mention that, yeah.
Gonna be a tough week, so sorry, Kirk. I do like you. It's tough. Achilles, that's tough, man. Speaking of Achilles, Jets are 4-3. Aaron Rodgers is coming back.
He's throwing the ball, dude.
He's coming back.
You know what's fucked up, Gage?
And they're
is
making the playoffs. He's coming.
the Jets, Aaron Rodgers is going to come back for the Jets in the playoffs, win a Super Bowl, and the Packers are still only going to get a second-round pick because he didn't play over 50% or whatever the deal was. It's
yeah,
fucked.
he had to play 50% of the
We're getting fucked. He probably did this. This is probably all just him to get back to the Packers. Faked an Achilles. They sneak in the playoffs. He comes back, wins him a bowl.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, fuck.
I originally did have the Vikings, but I kind of before I was still riding on figuring out what the fuck they were going to do at the QB position. But I'm going to go Falcons money line. I think they've got a little bit more talent. Bijan fucking got off to a hot start, slowed back down. I want him to get more. But I want to get him going again.
You and me both, Billy.
Yeah, I have him in both my fucking fantasy leagues. I'm tired of seeing fucking 10, 12 points next to his name. I want to see a fucking...
Yeah, give Bijan that. When's he going to have that 20, 30-point week? They got to let him loose like they let Gibbs loose in
Okay,
Detroit.
and
like,
they need to get
let
him
him loose.
involved in the pass game.
Let him loose.
He hasn't got a single reception in the last 2 weeks, man. It's driving me crazy. Cam, who do you got, bud?
Boys, I don't think I've taken a single dog.
Dolph. Dolph, who you
haven't.
got?
Huh?
Dolph, who you got?
Young Dolph.
I got Vikings money line. I don't
Oh,
know.
wow.
Yeah.
Dolph. Is that allowed? Can I pick against your lock?
Yeah, please do.
All right.
Yeah, please do.
Thank you.
I don't know why you're so comfortable about it. Fucking Billy picked he lone wolfed 3 or 4 fucking games last week and hit all of them. So, I mean, yeah, I'm taking Vikings money line. I don't know. I think they'll play better, and yeah, I don't think the Falcons have been playing as well as they should have been.
I mean, it's a rookie quarterback coming in, so you never know what you're going to get. They have a good receiving core even without Jettas, so, I mean, you could see some electricity in that offense still, but, I mean, we'll see. Colts, Panthers. Colts going to Carolina. They're favored 2.5. I mean, again, I think the Panthers were due a win. I think they got the win they were due, so I think they're going to go back to losing. I mean, there's not much I really have written down even for this game. I'm riding with the Colts spread. I think they win by more than a field goal.
I'm going Colts spread as well. Panthers do have a decent defense, but I don't know. I'm going Colts spread. Frank Reich coming back playing Indy again since he was their head coach last year. So
Yep.
But I like what is it Steichen or Spiken? I don't know. Head coach of Indy. I like what he's doing up there. Even without Anthony Richardson, I don't know. I feel like he's getting all these guys involved, the guys that need to get the ball, whether it's Zach Moss, Jonathan Taylor, Michael Pittman, now a new member, Josh Downs, been very
balling.
trusted, balling. Just lots of kind of talent, and he's using it. And he's using it effectively. I'm rolling Colts spread. Almost the old cock lock.
I would have liked it.
That would have been good. I'm also going to ride the Colts spread. I almost wanted to fade it, but I'm not going to. I don't know. I wrote on the Panthers last week. We talked about it. They were due for a win. Fucking Texans had started slowing down a little bit, so I thought that was a good time to go ahead and make that choice. But they won an ugly ass game. But yeah, we're probably like their offense. I mean, I don't know. Panthers are. I don't even know. They're.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they're a young team. They're in their rebuild. They got their quarterback, so
still, do they though? Is Bryce?
I think so. I think so.
It's too early to fucking say.
Way too early to tell.
They have too much of a chaotic offense, right? I mean, they have Adam Thielen as their leading receiver, so I mean he's a baller this year, but still, I mean they're definitely. I think they're gonna ride
some tools. They need some weapons.
Cam.
Yeah. They caused this. I'm gonna be depressed for like a week because I don't have fucking my beard. So, due to that, I've been manifesting that they have the worst season they've ever had. So I'm just gonna take Colts spread. I would take it at a higher, but I'm glad it's at 2.5. But I do think it's gonna be close.
Hey, normally when Cam says take it higher, he ain't. It works.
100%.
100%.
Yeah, and I would expect the under. A little too high for both these teams. So
2 weeks ago with the Baltimore
4.5.
Lions game, everybody's like, "Oh man, that Baltimore Lions game's gonna be tight." When Cam's like, "Nah, I'm taking the Ravens by 14 plus." They fucking beat their ass.
They're talking about 30 plus.
Oh shit.
Giants Raiders. Giants going to Vegas. Vegas is in shambles. I mean, they just fired McDaniels. They just fired their GM as well. Devontae's not happy. Josh Jacobs isn't happy. No one's happy there. It's a fire pit right now of shit. So it's hard. I mean, sometimes you see these players ball out for their interim coach. I have a little quote from who their interim coach. He used to be a player. Antonio Pierce. His quote is, "I'm a former player. I touch former players. They're going to feel me. I need to feel them." I mean, that sounds like a football guy that you're gonna want to play for. So you never know with this game. But if Saquon can ball like he is, I probably am gonna go with the Giants +2. Gonna take the spread. The one thing though, Max Crosby looks like he could be a candidate for the Defensive Player of the Year. He is playing so well this year.
His team fucking won games.
I mean, even so, I think he's putting up a good enough resume where he could be in the question for it. I mean, he's in on every single play. He is their defense. He really is. I mean, he's getting pressure on the quarterback. He's making outside tackles. He's doing everything he can, and he plays with so much passion and heart. He's a fun guy to watch. So that's the only thing that worries me is if he has a game. But I still think the Giants probably go in there. I think they win it, but you never know.
Raiders gonna Raider. I say it a lot, boys. Raiders gonna Raider. Cock-a-doodle-doo, motherfuckers. Big cock lock of the week. We're going Giants. Money line plus money. Love this game. Raiders are in shambles. As you said, Garrett, they are in shambles. Jimmy G, out. Likely out. Throwing in Aiden O'Connell, had a decent preseason, but I think he did play a little bit this year. Looked awful. Regardless, Giants need a win. Saquon Barkley's playing good football. Raiders are going to Raider. Team's in shambles. Go Giants, baby.
Go Giants.
Go Giants.
Someone's got to pay. I'm going Raiders.
Is Barkley going to be playing this weekend? He's showing questionable. He was practice today, and it was.
I think he's a little hurt, but I don't think it's anything that's going to hold him back from playing. From what I saw.
I don't know.
The under. Spike me on.
Fuck yeah, the under on his fucking yards for sure.
It's 37.5 the under. The over under.
On his yards?
No. Just for the game.
Oh no, I don't like that. Don't like the over though. Raiders money line. Yeah, you guys are gonna have a shitty week.
I hope that one. I hope we miss that one because that was a good walk.
Last later slate of games. Like Billy said, probably the one or two game of the. Oh, dude, I didn't even see the Sunday night games. The Bills Bengals. Damn, there's some hot games this week. Cowboys at Eagles though. That's what we're on. I don't know, man. Again. I hate picking these games. I hate the Cowboys. I hate the Eagles. I hate them both, if I'll be honest. A.J. Brown, though, balling, set an NFL record, 6 straight, I think it was, 120 plus and a tutty. I mean, guy's unstoppable right now. Tush push, unstoppable right now. They did a reverse on it last week, which I've been waiting for him to do something out of it. Looked pretty cool. I think other teams are going to be now probably. I mean, how are you going to stack the box like that to try to get a push off a guy who probably squats 800 fucking pounds? I mean, it's tough. They're a tough team to plan against. So fuck the Cowboys. I'm riding with the Eagles -3. Actually, I'm taking the Eagles money line. I'm sorry.
Yeah, easy for me. I won't ever bet on the Cowboys another day in my life, so rolling Eagles money line.
Gage, we are hot. I thought I was riding hot with Billy for the first two. I think we've picked everything the same except our first two bets.
You're riding with the leader, dude. First place, baby. For a reason.
Hey, come on.
Come on, bud.
Well, I mean, I've said all my picks first, so I don't know if you're riding with me.
Maybe. You might just be talking me into it.
Yeah. I ain't that good at talking.
Oh my God. So I had talked to someone previously about this thing. Dak kind of owns the NFC East.
Here we go. Here's the Delulu.
He's in 2-8-3. 8-3 against the Eagles since he's been starting quarterback. I do think they're going to split with them. It's kind of what we did. It's kind of what we do. Honestly, the Eagles are really good. They'll probably lose this game, honestly. They'll lose it.
It's in Philly. It's in Philly.
While they're away, they'll win on December 10th when they're playing at home against them. But the Cowboys are also coming off their best week offensively, and their defense is playing very good. Bland stepped into a role at cornerback that is something we needed. I think he's leading the league in or had the most interceptions within a certain amount of time.
He's balling. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's playing good football.
Stepping into that ball hawk kind of role that we need without having big. So we have people stepping up, and then obviously Parsons still doing work up front. So I'm taking the Cowboys money line. They could very well still win this game, but I do think they split with the Eagles. This is the one they would lose. So
Billy, you basically just said, saying, I know they're gonna split. This is most likely the one they're gonna lose if they split. So I'm gonna ride with the team I think is gonna lose.
I can't pick
It's
against
delusion. It's delusional.
I can't pick against them. Listen, personally, I won't pick against the Cowboys, especially against a divisional opponent. But I fucking hate the Eagles.
I don't know. A couple weeks ago, you had something on your chest. I think it said "I Heart Philly."
That's why I thought he was riding with Eagles.
I hate the Eagles so fucking much. Every time I see that little formation, bro, I'm getting pissed off even when they're playing a different team. Yeah, everyone.
Yeah.
I want one time someone to blow them the fuck up on it.
I'm an advocate for it. Nobody else can do it like they can. So
I hope to God it's Parsons up the gut and he spears fucking Hurts and he fumbles. My God.
Spears his ass.
No, I mean
You know better, Cameron. You know better. You can't ever bet on the fucking Cowboys.
I know I'm gonna be lone wolfing, and don't bother me.
I'm taking Cowboys money line. Hear me out. There's actually no logical reason why I would take them, but I just have like a gut feeling that they're gonna win.
I think Cameron's been holding on to Billy's pocket all week from what these picks are sounding like.
Yeah.
These delusional picks. Cameron's just on his knees holding on to Billy's
That
pocket,
empty
hanging out
pocket.
of it. Yeah. These boys about to have empty pockets after this week, but Sunday night game, another baller game. Bills
Sunday night,
in
baby.
Cincy. This game's gonna be fun to watch. Two explosive offenses. You know exactly what I'm gonna pick.
You're a fanboy.
They've been winning me. Come on, dude. I don't have the Packers this year. I might as well take my next team, Joe Burr, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins is back, Tyler Boyd's balling. This is an easy pick for me. Bengals money line. They're not losing at home. They're hot right now. It's gonna be a good game.
Boys, I don't know if you watched. I believe it was Thursday night. It was Bucks Bills. That second half was hard to watch. The Bills are not a good football team. I truly believe that. Josh Allen he just ain't got it going right now. They aren't clicking. Obviously, they have the tools there, but they aren't clicking. I'm going Bengals. I think Bengals hit their stride. I think Jamar Chase and Burrow are daring people to play man.
Oh yeah.
Against San Fran, that was last week. They weren't playing man. Dude played it one time and Chase just
they beat them 31-17.
They're playing good football. They've hit their stride. It's kind of like they always do. They always start off slow. Last 2 years, the Bengals get hot at the end of the year. They might drop one or two here and there, but they get hot at the end of the year, and their offense is hard to stop.
And they're beating good teams too,
I'm going money line in case of a last-second field goal or whatever, but Bengals, and I'm pretty confident in it.
Me too.
Pretty confident. What were you going to say, Garrett?
Well, I just wanted to bring up real quick. I think this is a bit of a fraud watch. I think the other game this week, I forgot to really bring it up, but I do think the Dolphins, this is a must win for the Dolphins, and is another reason why I picked them. They haven't beat anybody good, the Dolphins. They really haven't. They've
lost to the Eagles.
They've shit on really bad teams. They've annihilated really bad teams, but they haven't beat any good teams or even looked that competitive against any good teams yet this year. And I think the Bills kind of has an argument with that too. I think it's a must win for the Bills if they want that status of a top
The only
team.
team they beat was the Dolphins. Yeah, that was the only.
Right, and the Dolphins. Who knows if they're for real yet because they haven't beat. I love their offense and I'm riding high with them, but they haven't beat any legit opponents yet. So I think that this is kind of a big game for the Bills to prove something, but you never know. Go ahead, Billy and Cam. Sorry.
Goonies.
No, I think we're kind of all thinking the same thing. I'm writing the Bengals as well. Kind of like we're talking about. Got off to a slow start. Honestly, at the very beginning of the year, I was like, how the fuck's this team going to make the playoffs? They look god awful, but they're playing good. Joe Burrow's back. I'm not much sure. The Bills, I was going to say the same thing. frauds. Like it's starting to get to that point. They have not looked very good at all. I don't know. You hate Josh Allen, I think that's what we say, but I don't know. I like him, but they're not playing good.
I think he's overrated. I do.
He's got all the talent in the world. I just think he when it comes down to crunch time or some of his decision making, I think sometimes he gets selfish, and I think
he's a gunslinger. He's a gunslinger.
Yeah. He's kind of a Brett Favre. I
would say
you love him or you hate him. I hate him because he's a fucking Bills quarterback, but the Bills quarterbacks. But you love or hate him. He is a talented football player, but I think I think he'll be another one of those great quarterbacks that just doesn't win anything because when crunch time, when it comes down to it, he doesn't get the job done.
He's not cold like Joe, bro.
Yeah, how can you not love you some Joe Burrow, bro?
So hot.
What?
What?
I'm taking Bengals my pick. Just kind of steer past what you said.
Oh, that's a Sunday games. Monday night should be. This game's hard for me. It's hard for me to. Yeah, it's hard for me to predict what's going to happen in this game. Watching the Jets last week against the Giants was horrible. There was 23 punts or something. It's something absolutely ridiculous. It's tough. That's tough to do. They still pulled out a win. Chargers are a better team, but the Chargers, just like the Raiders, they're going to Charger. They got horrible management. I don't know. I always feel so high on the Chargers going into the year, and they just Charger themselves. They just look like shit. They don't win games they should win. They play games close that they shouldn't. They're favored at -3.5. Going to New York. I mean, I'm riding Jets, bro. Jets have won me 3 weeks in a row, just like the Bengals. Got to ride with the Jets. I'm taking the spread 3.5, but I don't know. I think that team, they look so bad, but they're gonna have a week. And Breece Hall's been balling, but they're gonna have a week when Zach Wilson and Garrett Wilson just light it up. And this would be the week to do it.
They're trying. I mean, they're giving him the targets and they're still throwing him the football. And we all forget, I think he was Offensive Rookie of the Year without a quarterback. I mean, he played with 3 different guys last year.
I don't know if you've seen some of the balls he was catching even last week. I mean, he is an incredible wide receiver. He's a very, very good wide receiver.
You give him A-Rod, man. That would have been fun to watch this year. But dude, I'm gonna go Chargers here. I'll just start off going with what I'm doing. Chargers money line. I don't really have a rhyme or reason to it. I just hate that. I hate the Jets offense. It's stale. They do have a couple guys, but they just never seem to get it rolling, whether it's the offensive line struggles or whether it's Zach Wilson struggles. They just can't ever get it going. The Chargers showed last week that, it was a bad team, but they showed what their offense can do with Eckler and Allen, and Palmer's making plays, and the tight end Parham had a huge game. So they showed what they can do. Staley's back is against the wall the rest of the year.
It is.
He's got to win. This is very easily could be one of those primetime games he fucks up and then he's fired the next day.
I completely agree with you. I think that,
come down to him not taking a field goal or him going for it on 4th and not getting it, or something stupid. I could see that happening all day because the Chargers do Charger. But I'm going to roll with the Chargers in this one just because their back's against the wall. I do feel like that if they lose this game, Staley's fired. So if the players like him at all, he has been there a while, they're going to play hard for him. And they played, maybe it was a get-right game for him against the Bears, but not scared of them in the division, obviously. But
Chargers money line as well. Honestly, it's just not more of me betting on the Chargers, me betting against the Jets.
All right, boys. This is my big cock.
About time.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Gonna keep us waiting until Monday, eh?
Oh yeah. Chargers money line. I need it to hit. I can't anymore. I need it to hit.
need it.
Water.
Hey, I didn't pick the Jets money line either, so I picked the Jets spread. So I do think the Chargers can win this game, but yeah, I think they will win this game. I think the Jets could win this game.
Needed by a field goal.
Yep.
Right. That wraps up the games.
Prop hunt.
Prop hunt time. We're actually going to go pretty quick. We're going to quickly just roll through our prop hunt. We have no other stuff really planned. I've had a pretty busy week. Didn't have a lot of time to prepare for this week, so I'm going to go for prop hunt, kind of cut her short. Then after that, I mean, we've been going for almost an hour and a half yet. So
yeah, we can go. We can do prop hunt real quick, and then do tutties real quick from the other game slates.
My two, I had three props. I'm kind of stuck between one. I'm just gonna throw the third out there. It's not gonna count, but I just want to throw it out there. Zay Flowers over 4.5 receptions. Really like that. I think that it hit last week.
Yeah,
pretty easy.
That's easy.
I think it's gonna hit again this week. And then I have Derrick Henry over on his yards or over on his carries. I'm sorry. I didn't get the line out yet for it. But I think it's getting cold in the season. I think they're going to rely a lot more on Derrick Henry now like they usually do. So I think just like last week, they had their offense rolling. I think that they're going to rely quite a bit on Derrick Henry this week to get things moving with that rookie quarterback. So Derrick Henry over on his carries, Zay Flowers. And then the last one, this one I hit last week as well, and I really like it. Again, this one won't count just because I just want to throw it out there. I really, really like Breece Hall over 2.5 receptions. I think he had 4 or 5 last week. And it's that offense that doesn't have that electric of a passing game. We're seeing a lot more in the NFL, and I've been saying this all year. I've been making a good money on this all year, is the dump down passes, the check down to the running backs. I don't know if, I feel like this year has been way more than what we've usually seen. So I really like that. I've been riding quite a few different running backs. Bijan's kind of fucked me a couple of weeks just because Arthur Smith's a fucking idiot. But yeah, 2.5 on Breece Hall. Won't count it, but it's just another one to put out there. If you like betting props, I would take that. So
I'm rolling with the tight ends this week. I'm gonna go
Laporta.
I'm gonna put it together because
he's not playing.
Kelsey didn't have one last week. Had a little bit of an off week against Denver, but we're going to Germany, and everybody in Germany wants to see Killer Trav get a fucking tutty. So I'm going Kelsey tutty and Goddard tutty. Put that together. It's plus 450. Let's go.
Like that.
So it's kind of pairs with my money line bet, my lock of the week. I like Lamar to get a tutty on the ground.
I feel like that's been your prop like every week. Lamar. Lamar.
Before. I like Lamar to get a tutty. I think the week after I used it, fucking Gary used it or someone did.
I used it one week too, I think.
Yeah, I mean it's nice. He likes running. I kind of went a little bit of a different route for my second pick. I got Aaron Donald to get a sack. So kind of switch it up a little bit. I think every defensive pick I've had so far this year is hit so far when it comes to prop hunt. So I just want to switch it up and go back to the defensive side.
Heck yeah. I like that. I like the switch up.
Yeah, so I was going to play it safe this week and take McCaffrey anytime TD, but then I was like, oh, wait, bye week. So it kind of fucked me. So I got Stroud to not throw a pick. And Tyreek's under on his reception.
Ooh.
Risky one, but
I like that, though.
Early in the morning.
It's his revenge game, bro.
Well, hey, who knows?
Like shit.
Who knows? Who knows how? Yeah, who knows?
180,
bro. Yeah, I don't care how many yards he gets. Just don't fucking catch the ball.
He's gonna have one of them. He's gonna have one of them stat lines of like 3 catches, 180 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Yeah.
He's either gonna ball out or he's gonna have a bad game.
And a jet sweep that was a run.
Yeah, right.
Hey, he played for Andy Reid his whole career, who knows how to scheme better for him than the fucking team he played for forever. So
Exactly.
I don't know. He's either
Okay,
going to have a really
what
good
practice team defense
or
has
really
he played
bad game.
against the most?
No, that, but didn't he also just admit, like, last week, Tyreek Hill is possibly the most unguardable player to ever play the game?
100%.
100%.
But if there's
have a chance or a plan to guard him, it would be the Chiefs.
Yeah, if there's anybody who can scheme around it with a couple good corners, Trent McDuffie, L'Jarius Sneed, we're stacked. Justin Reed over top, Mike Evans, which Reed
All right,
might
so
be
whoever's
out.
watching this right now, etch in first touchdown
Mike
score for
Edwards.
Tyreek Hill, 40-plus yards down.
No, put in over 50 yards on his first 2 receptions, Tyreek Hill.
It's one or the other. He's going off or he's getting shut down.
Look, yeah, if he catches,
I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna fade the fuck out of you guys on this week. So,
bro, if Tyreek Hill catches the ball against the fucking Chiefs, I don't know. He's gonna take it far. I think he'll have a lot of yards. Shit, one of my props can even be his over on his fucking his over on his yards. I just need that motherfucker to not catch the ball. It's all
I like it. I mean, yeah.
Germany, right? He's gonna be out doing something the night before. He's probably out fucking around
At the club.
Yeah, doing something with some German bitches, right? He's gonna wake up tired as fuck. It's gonna take him a quarter to warm up and get in the groove. I just need him to not catch the ball. I don't give a fuck what he does with it after he does, but it's gonna happen. I don't know. I like
Upcoming news from Empty Pockets. We are going to have a live watch party soon. We don't know a for sure date. We got one-eyed, but live watch party soon. Going to be a good time.
Soon. Probably this month. So
Let's go.
keep an eye out. I think this month I'm gonna try to make it work. Gonna take my ass down to Missouri to see you boys. So.
Oh yeah.
And eventually we'll make our way up to the Wisconsin.
I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot easier bringing one person down somewhere than it is bringing 3 people up.
I get it, but we do owe you. If you come down for this one, we do owe you a trip to Wisconsin. We'll make it happen.
I'm not gonna lie, so I used to go to Wisconsin when I was younger for my mom's work, bro. The Kalahari, bro, that place is badass, bro.
The Bells, baby. I had a basketball camp when I was in middle school. That we stayed in a suite at the Kalahari, bro. It was so badass. It was a football or basketball camp, I can't remember, but it was so badass, dude. We were just, we thought we were the hottest shit, bro, walking in there with our football gear, and we were hitting on little chicks at the the slide.
No, that place is fucking sick, bro. That resort's awesome.
Come through, bro.
Indoor, climbing,
potential.
bowling alley, arcades, water parks. I mean, shit. That place is bad. I've been there since I was like fucking 12.
Yes, sir. It's a lot different now.
Yeah, I bet.
Oh.
All right, boys.
Wait, Billy, you give your props?
Yeah.
We just need to roll. We just need to roll through tutties for each set of times of games.
Yeah, we were off
Well, we're
by
good.
2 last week.
We were 2 off. Kelsey and Diggs.
Yeah.
What do we got here? Let's see. Thursday night, Titans, Steelers.
Going Henry, right? Henry, right?
I want to, but Hopkins just had 3 last week, so.
Yeah, I'm going. My vote will be. We got Hopkins or Henry. My vote's gonna be Henry.
Yeah, I'll go Hayes. Let's go Henry.
Okay, Henry Petty.
Let's see. Are we gonna take the Germany one separate then?
No, we can.
Yeah,
we can
fuck it.
include that. We can include that with the 12 o'clock game, so it's still an early set. So.
I was gonna say, fuck it, let's do it.
If we are taking that one separate, I'd say Tyreek. I'm sure he gets in the end zone once.
Yeah.
That or we ride Kelsey again. I really think so.
You can add value. I mean, it'll.
Since we missed
probably
Kelsey last
for
week,
6
we can go
later.
the other way. I don't care. Since Kelsey fucked us last week, we can go the other way. I
I'm
don't
alright
care.
with fading Kelsey just to the last week, so I'm cool with Hill.
Yeah, let's go Tyreek. I'm sure he gets in the end zone this week. He's been he's
I want to give an update about what this pays out once we figure it out, because I mean,
Henry Hill.
anytime touchdown score has got to pay out
Oh,
somewhere.
they do. Oh, they do.
Yeah.
Let's see here. The 12 o'clocks. Oh, man.
Yeah, that's where it gets hard. Is there's a lot of 12 o'clock games. Let me see here.
I like Kamara. I like Alvin Kamara getting in the end zone once. If I were to pick any...
Kamara, maybe Mike Evans.
Yeah, I like Mike Evans too.
Low key like Amari Cooper too. That's me.
Oh, the cowboy in him is just always coming out.
Bijan.
I was gonna say Bijan, but I've been disappointed week after week after week on Bijan, so I think it's too risky.
Kamara's been balling. We go Kamara?
Let's go Kamara. So
Go Kamara.
Henry, Tyreek, Kamara, the late slate. I mean, this is pretty easy for me. I would say AJ Brown. I mean, he's got to keep the streak up, right?
AJ Brown, Jamar Chase.
Either one of those two, I think. I like Jamar probably better, but
Saquon Barkley, but we don't know. He's not 100. Josh Jacobs.
Well, isn't Jamar on the...
Jalen Hurts. Tush push.
nah, it's too risky.
You
Let's go
guys come up
Jamar.
with
Let's
this
go
one,
Jamar. I like Jamar.
I like that.
Jamar.
And then Chargers, Jets. I think we go Breece Hall or Garrett Wilson. I think they're due. I really do. I think the Chargers are too hard. They got Palmer in there, Keenan Allen, Eckler. Like, I say we go.
Yeah, it looks like we've got
I say
Henry
Eckler or
Hill.
Breece.
Kamara. We got 2 receivers, 2 running backs. Yeah, we got to go Breece or
Yeah, I think we go the other direction.
Breece Hall.
Yeah.
He's been balling. He really has been. I like the Breece Hall. All right.
boom. Henry Hill, Kamara, Chase, Hall.
Well, if we hit that, none of us probably will show up next week because we'll be on vacation somewhere.
We low-key skipped a 3 o'clock game because we just took Sunday Night Football.
Oh, that's,
No, we took-
No,
we took.
Oh, we did take Sunday night.
Oh shit! So we got one more.
We got to shove one in the middle.
So what we
Shit.
going? Oh man.
Saquon.
Well, what if he doesn't?
I
What if he?
I like Saquon.
I don't like
What if he
that
fucks
at
us and doesn't play?
Yeah.
Then you got to go Josh Jacobs. I feel it's probably AJ Brown, bro. The guy's on a fucking tear.
Yeah, AJ Brown for sure.
All right. That's solid.
That's 3 wide receivers, 3 running backs.
Yeah, 3-3.
I like it, boys. Vacation next week after this hits.
I know you didn't like that, Billy, but
I'll make a bold statement. His streak ends.
CeeDee Lamb's been balling too.
Yeah.
thank you. The only player I can root for on the Cowboys because he's on my fantasy team.
All right, boys. I think it was a good episode. Make sure you guys,
Great episode.
if you guys want, whoever is watching, if there's anything that you want to be done different, anything else you want us to cover, or anything, any insight that you guys can give us, or even if you're making bets at all and want to share yours, leave it in the comments. Make sure you like, subscribe on our YouTube, listen to our Spotify, follow the Twitter as well. I'll put it in the links in my YouTube as well. So leave a follow, do some updates on there. A lot of it's just retweeting a lot of sports news, also tweeting out some picks and some bet dubs that we've been hitting. So
Yeah, the ladder.
yes,
The
sir.
ladder, baby.
If Billy continues to hit the ladder, I'll have him send me his ladder each week and I'll tweet it out. So
It only takes what'd you say, Billy? How many days to get to 10,000?
10 days, baby.
10 days.
We're not gonna see Billy next week. He's gonna be in the Bahamas.
Yeah. I'm gonna be on my own little camera just fucking.
Yeah, with a little coconut. All right, boys. You guys have a good night. Good episodes. Again, follow. Make sure leave comments about anything that you want to see. But good one,
Good
boys.
shit.
Good luck. Good luck this week.